With all the news and information that we were getting last week about Xbox and possibly people thinking that they were going to leave the console space and things like that, I think that it comes as a welcome surprise that they're actually fighting pretty hard in that console space currently, and it looks like they're going to continue to do so for some time. And I think, like I've said for a very long time, you have to be very proactive with how you do that, and it's nice to actually see them go out and do that, and they've been pretty proactive. I thought so at the end of December, pretty much having the Xbox Series X be on sale for like $350 or whatever. I know they're taking losses on that, but I think we're at that point in time where, video gamers, and just with the way money is, I just don't think people are going to go out there and want to spend $500-$600 day in and day out on like a new hardware. So I think that what's going on is kind of interesting. But again, to see that the Series S, you're able to pick that up lately for about $220, brand new. Target and other places, it's on sale for cheaper than it was actually Black Friday, after reports that Microsoft would share exclusives with other gaming platforms. The Series S, which normally retails for $299, is on sale for about $220 or about $80 off. It's already the budget version of the console, selling at a retail price of $200 cheaper than the Series X, which boosts higher level graphic performance and more storage. And the deal clocks in even lower than the lowest Black Friday deal for the console, which saw them going for $229.99, according to various reports. The sale follows reports from The Verge and other outlets earlier that Microsoft was going to make Xbox exclusive titles playable on other devices like PlayStation, and The Verge reported that the move would create a seismic shift in strategy for the company, giving Microsoft an opportunity to generate more revenue. Business insiders and things like that were previously reporting the move is more of a white flag of admission that Xbox has finally lost the war that it was struggling to fight. Sony sold more than 54 million PlayStation 5 consoles since release in November of 2020, while Xbox Series S and X have sold about 21 million units, according to IGN, which reported that in 2023. PS5 sales grew about 65% to 22.5 million units, while Xbox sales fell 15% to about 7.6 million units. So, they're kind of outselling Xbox at this point 3-1 in most places. But I think that being proactive with this really kind of helps, despite what people might think. Anyway, years of releasing specific console titles like Halo and others, Xbox remains solidly in third place behind PlayStation and Nintendo, which has been previously reported. So the move shows that Microsoft is clearly rethinking its strategy when it comes to its gaming division. The company appears to be committed to gaming. It obviously recently purchased Activision Blizzard, and they also picked up ZeniMax Studios. Xbox could potentially use the strategy shift to emphasize Game Pass, a Netflix for games type subscription service that let users pay a monthly fee. Again, this is going to be look, Game Pass, it's not this huge amazing thing to me. It's like, I think it's kind of a cool accessory to gaming. But for me anyway, it's not one of those things where I go, oh man, this is the reason why I would definitely stick with Xbox, right? It's not like that for me personally. There's probably a lot that are like that, but for me, that's not a reason why I would. In terms of this, though, I am glad to see that Microsoft is out there actually going ahead and, they're running with these deals. And they aren't just the only places that are running with the deals, but you have to be very kind of active with what you're doing. And I think, a lot of people were kind of down and depressed after last week. Obviously, things are changing in a very hasty kind of manner. This is the second generation in a row, to be honest with you, that Microsoft has kind of changed and pivoted literally in the middle of a generation, if you think about it, right? So with the Xbox One, Microsoft pivoted. Well, they kind of pivoted and then pivoted and then pivoted again, but they were doing just regular games on Xbox consoles and things like that. And then around 2016, they started saying, okay, well, everything's going to be coming on PC, etc., etc. We kind of changed our thing. We're going to do Play Anywhere. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And so they ended up kind of doing all that stuff. Whether or not that worked or was successful, I think that's in the eye of the beholder. Personally, I don't think that it was a success. I think that, what would have been a bigger success for them, potentially, would have been to not release everything to PC. Like, I don't see how, there's some stuff like Sea of Thieves, I think, works well on PC. But I think like Gears and Halo, I don't think those were ever going to work well on PC. I just think that, they were going to not be interested in those platforms to play those games long term, and then that's just the way, and it ended up working out that way, right? That's just the fact of the matter. So, Quantum Break, a lot of these games, I just don't see them as being a big deal on PC, and they usually tend not to be. Right, like it wouldn't have mattered if you put Quantum Break on PC because it didn't sell for anything anyway. So again, I think it took away some of the reason to own an Xbox and some of the kind of mystique, I guess you could call it, to kind of behind an Xbox in general. So, at the end of the day, it really kind of comes down to what people kind of want from their platforms. I think Microsoft and Sony are both offering different things. I don't know if that's enough, if like all Xbox stuff goes to PlayStation, if that's going to be enough. But what I do know is that people are very much, if you're an Xbox fan, you're an Xbox fan. It just kind of is. So for me anyway, I think that it's just one of those things that everybody's kind of talking about, everybody's kind of obsessing about right now, is all these changes and things like that that's going on with Xbox. But, I think as long as they kind of stick into gaming and they keep that at the core, they'll be all right. I think also like there was a lot of President's Day sales that are still going on and things like that. And I'll link these in the description. You guys can check those out. Let me know what you think. Maybe you guys are interested in picking one up. But you've been able to. I've been seeing the Xbox Series X go for about $350 again. Really cool to see that. Some people kind of reach out and grab those consoles. They're good consoles. I get that not everybody loves Xbox, or people are hate on it here and there. But at the end of the day, I feel like Microsoft has come a long way, and the Xbox is a really good platform. I know that it gets a lot of hate on it and stuff like that, but it is a good console. I think that if you were to ask me how could they have changed their fortunes, I could have told you numerous things. To be quite honest, they could have changed it by having some great games to play right out of the box. I think that would have been cool, but again, we'll see what happens. So, anyway, I'm very, very much curious about what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about the news about Xbox. Are you guys one of those people that think that Xbox should just throw in the towel or not? Because we do see some of that going around the internet. But I think that they need to be out there fighting, doing what's best for gamers everywhere. And to me, that's not giving up. You got to stay out there with your hardware, come out with great software, and then let's see what happens. I think anything can change. Let me know what you guys think. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews. Like the video, share it out, rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.